Well, we're gonna go bourbon hunt for some store picks since we missed out on the boiled tin yesterday. See what we can find. Gonna go to a Mirage Liquor store I haven't been to, but Riley keeps telling us we need to go to. So, off of Riley's advice, we're gonna go check it out. The store's kind of known for having a lot of store picks, so we'll see if they got anything that we are intrigued or interested in, and if the prices are moderate or reasonable. It's not too far away from some of the stores we normally hunt. It's a little bit further west than most, but not too far. ETA is a 30-minute drive, so put us there at 9:51, less than 10 minutes before the store opens, which that checks out and works out pretty nicely. Should be there at a decent time, but also be close enough to work still. Probably do multiple stores today, but I just want to highlight Mirage as it's a store I haven't been to before. Learning more about Goody. I don't know if we're going to keep trying them out. I think we'll just have to get lucky if we ever get any allocations from them. They'll tell the employees the night before that they're going to put out all their allocations the next day, so unless I got an employee that's willing to tell me that night when they find out, it'll be tough. But another day, another hunt. I'm going to turn my brightness up. Get that brightness turned up. There we go. What up, Mark Duffy? Riley was telling us about this Mirage store. Says they get a lot of store picks, so that's one thing that we kind of lack here in Texas, at least my area, is finding stores that have lots of store picks. Some of these Fossil Creek Liquor has quite a few, but some of them are marked up. And then there's a place called Cheers up there off of Boat Club Road in Saginaw. They got a decent amount of store picks as well, so. But both those places are kind of far. See what we can find today, though. Just sucks how far away these stores are. Some of these stores are ridiculous. I know some people drive even further, but as far as a streaming perspective, a lot of downtime. Bourbon Nerd, live from the patio. Good luck, RJ. What's up, Jeff? We're gonna go to Mirage. We're gonna go look for some store picks. You used to see me hunting before you moved to Maypearl. Yeah, we used to go out all the time on the Arlington side. We used to go almost every single week. Tuesdays and Fridays to Total Wine. Wednesdays in the afternoon between 1 and 3 we'd go to Specs. I mean, we used to have a pretty good rhythm going down, but some of these guys, they wait in line for way too long. Sitting in Love Field, are you waiting to get escorted in so you can go do your interview, or are they going to do your interview on the non-sterile side? I bet they're going to escort you in so they can do the interview at the business. I think we're going to have to get in touch with Jay, though, and see what he's doing tomorrow, and see if we can meet up with Jay tomorrow. Got 2 Rebecca Creek double barrel Spanish shucks. We're supposed to be getting off of them, but schedules just haven't aligned. I don't know how I'm going to hit you up with my number. I'm not going to give it out over at live stream, but if you've got me on Discord or Facebook, feel free to message me. Mr. Noobs wants to know what stores we're hunting today. I'm going to be going to Mirage. It's a store that's kind of over here in I think it's Euless area. Riley was telling me about it, so they got a lot of store picks. The last time we gave our number out over live stream, we had to remove that live stream altogether because it wouldn't let us mute the audio on it. Facebook name RJ. That's my first 2 initials, RJ. My last name Nordblom, Nordblom. If you're in any of those national groups, I'm in Blue Ball, I'm in BSM of DFW. Some say whiskey. I'm in quite a few in NTBT. So if you're any whiskey Facebook private groups, that's your best way to get in touch with me if you want to go that route. The Bourbon bitch. I haven't checked to see, but I think your package should be arriving soon. Looks like you've been killing it and winning everything. Samples are actually in the Booker's box. Nothing too crazy to rave home about except for the 13 Colony 15th anniversary, but I got that sent out literally the next morning. We got all that packaged up and sent out. Just got some Blackberry Crown. Wife likes it. They had Blackberry Crown at the Specs where I was at again the other day, and that stuff sells out pretty quick, so I don't know if they just got another shipment or if they've been holding back. I picked up a bottle for Bourbon Hunter. He never told me if he wanted it or not, so one of my supervisors wanted it, so I took care of him. I helped him get a Crown Blackberry for, I guess, he had a family get-together. Alright, I got your friend request. I'll accept it afterwards. Come on, dude, you gotta merge, speed up, find the gas pedal, Toyota Camry. There you go. You're learning, you're getting on the highway. We're doing 55 and a 70. Some of these guys are funny, man, with the way they drive. It's rocking live chat now, sorry. Yeah, I mixed the Crown Blackberry with the strawberry lemonade. That turned out pretty good. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody else that popped in. Yeah, Mirage is definitely on the list of stores to hit. That's the first store. I don't know. We'll probably end up hitting other stores. Dude, this Toyota Camry is pissing me off. He's going to brake check me too. Piece of shit. He got over and got right back over. Both these lanes go to the right. Damn. He doesn't even need to be on the road. Yeah, Wade's up in here. Yeah, it's growing back out. We'll grow it out, Craig. I got your message on Discord too. I'll have to check it out. Looks like maybe a photo for a t-shirt idea. We'll see. I'll have to pull it up afterwards. Thinking of sending a Booker's to my dad. Do you suggest taking it out of the box and bubble wrap it in the box? I do it in a wine sleeve, and then I just wrap the box in either like packing paper or in like plastic bags or brown paper bags, just to protect the box from scratching or cutting up the wine sleeve. It's a box, so I mean it's not really going to get damaged that badly. It's a wooden box, but the bottle I go ahead and stick it in a wine sleeve just in case. It's pretty tight in that box with that little thing around the neck of the bottle, but just in case. Sounds like Memphis drivers. Yeah, some of these guys are crazy out here. Mad Monk. Braless, always. Sounds like you drive like me. I mean, I was in the right lane. I slowed down so this guy could merge over because the lane's ending. He didn't want to speed up. Then he changes lanes, and then changes lanes right back in front of me, and then brakes. Like, who does that shit? Did you want me to design you a shirt? Yeah, we should design her a shirt. I'll freaking put it up on the website. I don't care. Anybody wants a custom shirt, I say let's go for it. I'll try my best too. I'll have to bounce them off Craig so you can get high resolution, but I don't mind making some funny shirts. Maybe off of what Bad Monk said, maybe we make a shirt that just has a picture of a bra across the chest. Someone who looks in the rearview mirror more than the windshield. Yeah, no, I saw that you sent me something. I assumed it was something to do with Eagle Rare, just a high-res Eagle Rare logo, maybe. That'd be pretty cool, though. Especially with all these guys that have been pulling double Eagle Rares out here. Just got another guy that bought a double Eagle Rare out here yesterday. I don't know how they find these bottles, but they're very expensive. Got police behind us, so we're gonna go ahead and move over and slow down. We're already going 8 over the speed limit. Waiting on a tank top, please. We can make it happen. You heard her, Craig. She wants a tank top. We'll have to figure out what we can do. Custom label. We can have it stag oriented, or at least have the stag logo on the back. So who drives like that? Dude, you gotta look in all your freaking windows and mirrors. You gotta look out and see everybody around you. You never know what people are doing. Good morning, Paul. What's up, Daniel? I don't know if you sent me a stag or not. I don't think you have. You might have. I don't remember. You guys see what's going on the road. All these guys slowing down up here. You want a funny one that some people will notice? What up, John? I don't know what kind of store picks this store has. Riley says it has some of the most store picks in the Metroplex area for a store, so it's called Mirage Liquors. Says they're kind of known for store picks, so I figure we'll check it out. I don't know how they do allocations, but I'm sure they might be a little expensive or overpriced. Unless they're a big chain store, most of the allocations are pretty marked up. It's like everybody sees the cop and everyone's slowing down and driving behind him now. No one wants a ticket. Daniel said hopefully no Mirage and then deleted his message. No, I'm pretty sure this store is going to have lots of store picks. I just don't know if they'll have allocations. If the allocations are point system based or if they're just not that many. I don't know how they roll. Hopefully no Mirage prices. No, I think they're pretty reasonable on their store picks. I mean, Riley's the one who's adjusted the store. So if Riley's been there, he's normally pretty good on picking a store worth going to that's not the big chain stores. I think the crazy store. What's going on, Doc? We went to Fossil Creek, I think in Colleyville, and they had E.H. Taylor barrel proof marked up to 200 store picks. So we got a Russell's Private, which was like I think 90 for the Russell's Private, which is also $20 marked up. But did a barrel proof and a Russell's Private. It's not terrible. I'll be honest. That's not terrible. I got a Russell's Private and a Stag 22A, I believe, and I paid like $195, 200 out the door, which essentially 200 secondary for Stag, and the Russell's pick was free if you do it like that for math. At work between patients. What up, Ryan? I don't know what we'll find today, but this store's supposed to have store picks, and I haven't been to it before. I just finally said, you know what, let's look it up, see where it's at, and let's go someplace new. Tomorrow will be the box store day. I need to get with Jay, see if I can meet up with him and pick up these 2 Rebecca Creeks that he's picked up for me. He's had these for about a week and a half now, and then the Eagle Rare that he's had for probably about a month and a half, 2 months. We might need to pick that up off of him too. Yeah, that Russell's, we opened that one up. We've been drinking. And matter of fact, the bourbon bitch, she's gonna have a sample of that Russell. It's a Camp Nelson F, I think floor 4, 8 year. It's pretty good. Sean says he'll show me his private. Stag on the back, yeah. I don't know if I want to put my logo on anything that's Buffalo Trace branded. I still think we're gonna get a cease and desist letter eventually. Guns and Bourbon, cheers. What's going on, brother? We are 14 minutes out, and we're about 10 minutes ahead of schedule as far as when that store opens up. So we got a little bit of time to kill when we get there, so definitely not in a hurry. Yeah, that Russell's Private Barrel, some good stuff. The other pours I'm pretty short up for you was a Green River Lone Star full proof pick. It's 119 proof Green River. And then the fourth bottle, can't quite remember. I'm pretty sure I grabbed something out of the cabinet though. I just don't know what bottle we ended up grabbing. It'll come to me eventually, or it'll show up and then you'll know what it is. Another lovely work day. Yeah, we've been chilling out on the overtime this week. Cars just driving down the freaking white lines, cutting everybody off. Didn't give two shits. Might share. I think it's funny that you said you might share, because I can't remember who I was talking to. I think I was talking to Mr. Gibbs, and I was telling him, I said, hey, if you're lucky, she'll share you that 13 Colony 15th anniversary, so you can try something pretty crazy. It's a pretty expensive bottle, especially on secondary. Luckily I got mine for $200. Jeff's still in shot waiting for his interview. Jeff's the one that helped me get that bottle. Looking for Brown Trail and Norwood Drive. Might share, yeah, she might not. She might not. I know samples are tough to share. I should probably just load you guys up and do multiple samples for everybody, since you guys have a big group. It's tough to share a 2-ounce sample. A few half-ounce pours, I mean, that's 4, but sometimes you want to go back to it and try it a little bit more, a little bit later. You don't always get that luxury, that opportunity with a 2-ounce sample. "11 minutes out. Maybe Riley will tune in and he'll be able to see us hunt this store, since it was one of his suggestions. These stores are always so freaking far away though. I was talking to some of the guys that live outside of the Metroplex area. They say they can drive up to an hour and a half to 2 hours between stores. I think that's crazy. I don't like driving more than 15 minutes to a store. Only reason we're doing this one is just because it's kind of on the way to work. We're going to make it on the way to work. Swing out far to the west and then swing back in. Car went from the far right lane to the far left lane, getting in the toll lane, but was driving slow as shit when he was on the highway that's got wide open. I don't understand people. I'm trying to make sense of it. There probably is no rhyme or reason why he was driving that way. Mr. Gibbs might get a drop. You know, it's funny because I got your information, I want to say from Matt from Whiskey Wisdom, and I already had your package ready to go, and I was messaging him, and he said, oh, you can just send everything to my house, to Mr. Gibbs, and I was like, nope, I've already got it boxed up and labeled. He probably would open that box up for you. He would have taken either some of the samples or taken the bookers out. Oh my goodness. Everybody merging on now. Need to get over. Maybe we can get behind this flatbed. Little tow truck. We're exiting in 0.7 miles, but everybody's slowing down right here. I have a feeling it's because no one knows how to merge again. I know you have your own address. That's why I asked Matt. I said, what's that address so I can send it directly to you? We're just gonna take this exit. Oh well. Right on the frontage road. We got some time to kill anyways. Go this route. Dude, you're in the freaking road. Can't even look up. He almost hit us. At least he went right instead of left like a dumbass, whatever he was doing. Gotta start locking in on the ABC Vault, man. OWA for $27. How do they have it for so cheap? $27 is below MSRP. Yeah, that was a very successful live, and it was only successful because of all of you guys. The amount of support I got from you guys was incredible. We had lots of bottles to give away, but the people who donated additional bottles to give away, they made that live stream go on for 4 hours. 4-hour live stream, giving away nothing but bottles the entire time. I was going to give away some sample packs. I only managed to give away 1 sample pack that entire stream. On my part, I gave away the sample packs that were donated, but I was going to give away a bunch of sample packs too. So that was pretty crazy. Maybe what they pay? Yeah, it would be crazy if that is what they pay. Anyone proof? It's triple finished. It's like brandy and sherry cask, I want to say. I think it's finished twice in different brandy barrels and once in a sherry cask. I can't remember exactly. No clue, but I need a $27 OWA. Yeah, that feels like Weller Special Reserve at that price. What's going on, Jesus? You're picking up an OWA after work today? Congratulations. I'm going to try to snag a couple OWAs soon. Mine will be through trades, though. It did feel like that, Mark. As soon as we started getting the Eagle Rare giveaways going, other people were donating Eagle Rares until we just kept giving away Eagle Rares. I don't know how many we gave away that stream. I want to say it was 6 in a 375 store pick. We gave away a lot. Matter of fact, I gave away one too many, and I ended up having to send Ross an opened Eagle Rare, but mine was a store pick to reconcile that since I gave away one too many. What was crazy is even after you guys stayed up for that live, for those of you that did make it to the end, we moved over to Discord after and went for about another hour and a half. Bonding over whiskey morning. 3 OWAs and the Boondocks 18 is yours. I'll try. That's essentially what I was gonna pay you anyways, was about 3 OWAs for it. I don't know if she's in the Discord. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I'm always looking for 107 and foolproof. I can never find those. I don't ever see them though. We're on your guys' favorite road. We're on Hardwood. Just further west on Hardwood. Blacked out and missed the Blanton's giveaway and whatever came after. I think the Blanton's giveaway was the last giveaway. William Hall gave away a Blanton's, and we're still trying to get a hold of Bourbons and Buds 86 to claim that. We're going from Hardwood to Brown Trail, guys. Turning right onto Brown Trail, coming off of Hardwood. I identify as Bourbon and Buds. Well, if you identify as Bourbon and Buds, then you also win that sample pack, the one sample pack that I gave away. That's supposed to have a Rebecca Creek 16-year sample in it. Oh, there's a truck sitting in that lane. Moving back over. These street names, you guys, you can't make this up. A month before you head out this way, I'll be ready for you, John. We'll make something happen. Oh, this becomes a turn-only lane. We don't want turn-only. Driving out here like we're a tourist. We don't know where we're at. If nothing else, we can touch tips or something. I mean, share pours. Yeah, close enough. Same thing, right? We'll come over to Hardwood and find a place to meet, like that Hardwood Cafe back there. Right off of Hardwood and Brown Trail. Someone must have known what they were doing when they named these streets. We're 2 minutes out from the store, and it says we'll get there at 9:52, which means we'll have 8 minutes before they open. I feel like some of these guys don't even know what they're doing or where they're going out here, because that guy put on his turn signals to stay in the same lane. We're close to the store at least. I've just never been out this way. No, she's probably still here. She's probably just in the background. I feel like I'm driving through the neighborhoods now just to get to a store. Looks like a pretty nice neighborhood area. It's up here on the right. It doesn't look like we have any more stop signs or lights. No, not a usual spot. We're going to a completely different spot that I've never been to before. Mr. Riley Tesla was telling us about it. It's called Mirage. Says they get a lot of store picks out here, so we're looking to see if we can find some store picks. No luck yet. We got to get to the store, and then we got to wait for them to open. This is a gas station, but it has a sign for Mirage, so circle around back. Mirage Fine Spirits. And O'Reilly Auto Parts. What is that? Organic cleaning. Got to loop around. Went too far. It's in the parking lot of the gas station. Interesting. Sounds like Riley is sending you to a daytime strip club. Or right next to O'Reilly's, which is funny. Gas station liquor stores are some of the best. The thing is gas stations aren't allowed to sell liquor, so this is a liquor store that just happens to be attached to a gas station. They got a lot of bottles behind the counter too, it looks like, including some bottles up top, so their allocations might be overpriced or might be locked by a point system, but we'll see. Almost sounds like a smoke shop, that name apart from the spirit part. What up, Tater Dom? This store looks pretty packed, pretty crowded, pretty tight. I can see some Sagamore Rye, some Peerless, some Old Elk. I'm definitely seeing some bottles on that back shelf over there. The store itself looks pretty small and compact. It's at like that corner angle of the building, but we'll see. There's a Goody in Colleyville that's 3 minutes away, that's just up the road, so we'll go to that Goody after. Let me flip the camera back around, sorry guys. Yeah, there's a Goody that's 3 minutes away, so we'll go to there right after. Do you recommend Old Elk? Never had it. I haven't tried enough to give like an honest opinion on them. I know some of their offerings are kind of pricey, so. Raffle items are in the glass under checkout counter. How do you get the raffles? Do you understand how the raffles work here, Will? We're at Mirage. Good to know that it's a raffle, though. Bug in the Sun is on Discord. His name is Joan. It's $50 a ticket. Every $50 you spend, you get a ticket. Is that how that works? When do they draw their raffle, and do you have to be present? Five tickets for store picks. Okay. Yeah, 5 minutes before the store opens up. You don't have to be present. Okay. So, you said $50 a ticket, or you get 5 tickets per store pick you buy? Is that how that works? I might buy a store pick. I don't know if we'll buy multiple store picks, but if we get 5 tickets for buying one store pick, do you know how often they draw? Do they draw like once a month, and then do they take all the tickets out when they're done and make you start over, or do they have like a running total on tickets? Some of the stores, they dump all the tickets whenever they do their drawing, and then other stores will leave them in until those people eventually get called. I imagine they probably throw them out, probably draw once a month. July 5th is drawing and dumped. I mean, maybe we'll buy a store pick and get 5 tickets so we have something else we can lose on. The clear box is on the right as you walk in. Okay. Trying to see what all we have in here. It's hard to see. The store itself doesn't look too big, but we'll try. Got 4 more minutes to kill. We're going to go to that Goody in Colleyville as well. Send me your Venmo and I'll pay you. Thank you. Looks like Craig's going to be taking care of her. Craig's the professional designer on that stuff, so I don't know how he does it. Maybe because he went to school for it, or at least part of it. Heard over had the Bardstown Bourbon Rickhouse B floor. I have not. I'm not too big on Bardstown. I've bought a lot of Bardstown product, but very, very super specific blind buy. I haven't tried it though, no. Three minutes. I got a decent amount of scotch too when you first open the door. Normally scotch is not the first thing people see when they walk in. Normally they're showing off like vodka or tequilas. They got big handles of Tito's and Fireball like immediately when you walk in and to the right though. They got some gift sets too, looks like from Christmas. Like I could see a bullet with the little metal tin cup, the orange tin cup. Looks like a Red Bull cooler. 2 minutes. Specs is dropping Eagleware and Blanton's today, so you're telling me we need to go to a Specs instead of a Goody? I'll probably go to the Specs on the way to work. Like, we'll go to Goody next, and then I'll go to the next Specs, and then if they have something, they have it. If they don't, they don't. I don't have to have Blanton's or Eagleware, but it'd be nice to have extra bottles to give away. The Specs by the airport, they don't always get their truck right at open, though, so we'll see. Little Book Chapter 8 should be landing right around this time, RJ. Yeah, it did drop. It dropped yesterday. There was a bunch of them. There was cases of them. I think Will picked one up yesterday. It just unlocked the store and had the sign as open, but we're going to give it just 1 more minute. I don't want to push the boundaries for these guys. Go ahead and get the phone off the mount, though. We'll get ready to walk inside. Yeah, Specs, if they drop, they usually drop it open. That is true, but the one that's over by the airport, they don't always get theirs right away, so. Alright, it's 10. Ugh. Morning.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Anything special specific you're looking for today?
I was just told by my friend Riley that you guys do lots of store picks here, so I figured I'd come check it out. I've actually never been to this location.
Welcome in. Good. Here we go. Doing very well, sir. do you typically like to drink?
Mainly allocated stuff, just because I have a pretty big collection and a YouTube channel. I'll spend a little bit more money than I should on liquor, but I'm trying to find something different, something on profile. Have you ever tried any of these old elks? I know a lot of the guys were asking about the old elk.
Yeah, they're quite good.
Have you had the, I don't know, you guys don't have it up there, but have you had that cigar batch one that's like, I think it's like rum finished, like around 140 bucks a bottle?
Yeah.
Pretty good one?
It was really tasty. Yeah, we had it in for a little while.
I still see them on occasional
Yeah.
at like Total Wine, but Total Wine, they've gone up in prices tremendously, and it's like almost every store can compete with Total Wine pricing now.
It's kind of crazy. New and different off-profile. Have you tried the RD1?
I have their Amberana and their
Yeah.
maple finish,
Yeah.
and I actually blend them together, like a 1-to-1 blend, just to try something different. I really like that, so. Muckety Muck 25. I had a sample of that the other day. That was really good. I don't know if you ever tried that.
Yeah.
Definitely up there in price.
Yeah. Orphan Barrel. Pretty proud of their product.
Hey, you got some very old St. Nick's, though. I don't ever see those in Texas, so they're all ridiculously overpriced. But I think from the distillery, they're overpriced.
Yeah.
You tried any of their stuff?
I have.
Any of it worth anything?
They're all interesting and unique.
So the cask strength rye is what I'm looking at right now. That looks kind of interesting to me.
Yeah. I don't have an open bottle of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine. Not at that price, I wouldn't even open them.
Well, some of them I do though. Like the Dickel 17, I have an open bottle of.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have at least one of those vodkas up there.
I've had the 1928. I thought it was pretty interesting, pretty unique.
Yeah, I call that a dessert, man. It's a creme brulee at the end of a wonderful meal.
Yeah.
Have you tried any of those Blue Notes?
I have Texas store picks, man. Those are crazy. Those are really good.
Yeah, value driven. Man.
I don't think Texas is gonna be doing any more picks with them anymore, too. So there's left.
Interesting.
Oh, what to get, what to try. I'm really tempted on one of those very old St. Nick's, though.
Yeah. The
Rye and a cask strength rye, and then what's that one? The winter
maple whiskey.
It's the first time I've ever seen them, so I know I got a lot of guys on the coast that they have access to them, but I just don't know what price to pay for them.
Yeah. Well, all my store picks are over here.
Let's go check out some store picks then. Perfect. Oh, these are awesome. Which mash bill is this one? The top one? I feel like they should have done two different labels for these because they have two different mash bills on them.
Yeah.
This is the 5145 I got a 5149 from my buddy Craig.
5149.
Yeah, because it's got the, see the bottom check mark?
Yeah.
So he had got one of these. I'll get one of these for sure. Let's see what else we can find. 130 proof.
130, yes sir.
Rickhouse 2 looking for 8 and 13. Now, I tried the Tumbling Dice bourbon, the barrel proof, so I wasn't a huge fan of the bourbon. I actually like the rye better on that one. I don't know if you've tried their rye. It's hot.
Is it?
Yeah. What's that price on that Glenmorangie? Glenmorangie 18, that was one of my first bottles of scotch I ever
Which
got.
tumbling dice you tasted the very Which store?
It wasn't a store pick, it was just green label the rye. I haven't had a store pick of them.
I would encourage you to taste it.
Yeah? You guys have an open one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I got open bottles all of it.
It's 7 years, and it is it passes us, so it is very good. We're so proud of it.
2X So, pin hooks.
We like Dixon Deadman. He's doing good things.
Trying to learn about some of these tequilas too. I struggle with that.
Tequilas are a fun category to get into.
Some of these guys know way too much about them.
Tequila is really fun because of how their transparency is.
Yeah.
With the laws on everything, it's lovely as a guy coming from the bourbon world to go to an industry where you have to put the DSP, the distillery, has to be on your label somewhere.
Yeah. It's,
your transparency has to be.
instead of just saying it's from Kentucky and it's where at.
Right.
Or when they put Indiana and you just automatically assume, well, it's got to be MGP,
Correct.
right?
Correct. So there's some poor distilleries in Indiana that are making some really amazing juice that, most people are never going to hear about them because they're just going to assume it's Indiana. I pulled out a J. Mattingly as well. I have one more bottle of it, and it's a wonderful blend. So I figured I'd let you try that one as well. But I got the Tumble and Dice poured you.
Perfect. 115 proof.
I don't know if you ever noticed, but the number,
7 is for the year.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I think Riley. He was we were over at a bottle share. And he's like, "Oh, that's a 9 year." And I'm like, "How do you know so fast?" Like the dice are showing you the year.
60 corn, 36 rye, 4 barley.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna be in trouble today.
You might be.
I gotta carry these bottles to work too, because I can't leave them in the truck. They get too hot. I almost had 2 corks pop.
This one should be all right with the wax seal on it. I would think that's.
I had a Green River full proof.
Yeah.
Cork was raised up about 2/3 out of the bottle. Plastic was the only thing keeping it on. I had a Blanton straight from the barrel where it did crack the wax all the way around and raised it up about 1/4 inch. I bourbon hunt for these guys on YouTube and then try everything and drink everything and buy everything. But I'm like, guys, I got to have a cooler in the truck if we're going to pick up a bunch of bottles.
In the summertime, it might be helpful.
That's way more smoother and approachable than the last bourbon I had from Tumble and Dice. But the other one, I think if it was either just a regular offering or it was a seal box pick. But this is good. I like that. What do those run?
Mr. Henry, the Tumble and Dice, $69.99.
Okay, $70. Might pick that up too. We were talking to, I think Will was in chat. He was telling me that you guys have 5 tickets per store pick bottle you guys buy, and then
we are, yeah. We have
any purchase of $50 or greater is 1 ticket per $50.
Yes, sir. For our raffle coming up.
So what's the details on this one? It's Private Barrel Select.
To J. Mattingly.
I'm sure Riley's given me something from him before, but no, I'm not too.
So he's a blender.
He's a big blender too, I know. So I've heard the name, but just I don't know much about.
He's been making some really fun blends for a long time now. Some of his ryes have been in contention for, in my opinion, some of the best ryes that we've had in store. It's been really fun.
So you guys got one more bottle of this?
I do.
What is the price on that one?
They are limited. They are numbered. It is $139.99.
Man, I got to carry these bottles around, so now I got to pick one or the other. I don't think I can take them both because I'm going to take that smoke wagon pick. Take the smoke wagon pick, and then one of these is what I'm thinking.
Well, the Tumble and Dice definitely gets you more tickets.
Yeah, well,
but
better bottle overall, harder to get. You guys only got
bottle.
One left anyways.
Yes, sir.
Tickets is just a chance, and
yes, sir.
I always lose. Goody was doing their raffles. I never got a single call the entire time. I do raffles all the time online. Never won any of those either. So It's just unlucky. I got second place in an Old Forester birthday bourbon race, and I was in it for a 10% chance to win and still lost.
Those birthday bourbons are quite delicious.
Trash right there. Perfect. Well, I think we might need to get one of these. Yep, Bonding Over Whiskey says I need to get Longhorn, so I'll get one of those.
I can understand.
One, or I should say the last one of those.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. That tastes really good. Good flavor profile on that one.
The finish is just forever.
Yeah, no, it's still going. It's building, developing.
The only unfortunate thing is that you have to take a knife to relax.
Yeah.
There's no easy
No other way to cut through it.
There's no easy way to open it at all.
I'll show these to this.
It's just
It's like the white perforations around it. Yeah.
But there's just no way.
No way to get into it.
You just kind of have to take a guess as to where you think the cork's going to be and go for it.
4th of July raffle. Get a Maker's 10 down there. I just picked up one of those Willet Weededs. Heaven Hill 18. 13th Colony 15th anniversary. That's a fantastic bottle. I don't know if you guys have been able to try that. I
have not personally.
I just sent a sample of that out to somebody. That's a great bottle.
I'm a big fan of 13th Colony.
I'm hoping that their distribution gets better because I mean they're doing everything right now, especially these cash strength releases.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with these two because I got to carry all these to work. I need to keep you guys out of trouble.
Appreciate you. And I know you're currently in the middle of a stream, but we have a loyalty program with that little QR code right there.
Perfect.
If you would like to sign up for that, we do points for every dollar you spend, and you can cash in those points for some of my allocated things.
Perfect.
Things that are a little bit harder to come by.
Yeah, that's awesome. Those early times ball and bonds, I'm glad those are starting to come back around too. A lot of places are selling out. So what does it take for the tickets? You said it's store pick, you get 5 tickets, and then that bottle probably get 2 tickets for it since it's under 150. 7 tickets for a chance to win. Just write name and phone number on them or something.
That's all I need, boss.
Perfect.
And by my count, it's 10. So.
Man, generous.
Well, you got the $250 spent. That's your 5. There's 5 tickets for that, and then 5 tickets for a store pick.
Gonna be writing for a minute.
Don't understand.
No, I should get one.
The name, phone number, stamp. You just click on everything. I don't have any cards, but I have a stamp.
You used to have, when everything you used the post office. I used to have a stamp was the store name and address and stuff like that. Stamp for every envelope.
Yeah, eventually I'll have a business account. We just got the first tier monetization, super chats for YouTube.
Very fun.
We just had a big stream on Monday night. $1,115 in donations.
Very fun.
Absolutely killed that one. These guys are awesome. I would not have even got into YouTube if it wasn't for some of these guys.
Bourbon community is an awesome community.
I've given out so much stuff for these guys, and I spend, as you can see, money on just any trip out here.
Bottom ones are yours. I'll take the top ones from you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We're making phone calls on the 4th.
Be a great day to get a phone call, get paid double pay at work. Maybe get a call for an allocated bottle. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'll have to come back out here for the QR code because these guys will kill me if I pause this.
That's what I kind of.
Thank you. All right, we got two bottles. We spent basically $250, so He knew we were on YouTube, he knew we were live streaming, but I don't know how much he wants us to show off the store camera, so hopefully you guys didn't mind me cutting out a little bit on that. I didn't want to show too much. I would need a zoom lens for that, maybe. We got 10 entries though, so that was pretty freaking awesome. It was a $5 for a store pick, and then every $50 spent was supposed to be $5, but he gave us 10, so I guess he did $5 for the store pick and then added that in as part of it too. We're right down the street from Goody, so we're 2 minutes away from another store. Try and get GPS to catch up, make sure we don't miss it. It's down here on the right. This will be Goody in Colleyville. Yes, sir, Goody. Afterwards, we'll go to the specs over by my work, and then I got to actually go to work, but spent a little bit of time in there so we could try some stuff, and pretty awesome. Great way to start the day, yeah. I don't know if I'll get the call before you, but I was still happy to get 10 tickets, so we'll see. They got some pretty cool bottles in there too, including a Heaven Hill 18, so man, wouldn't that be crazy if we get a Heaven Hill 18. Make sure I don't forget about those. Put those in the back seat. Let's get inside the Goody now. They're supposed to just be putting their allocations out whenever corporate tells them to, so they'll hold everything till then, and I'm not sure when they're going to drop. And they weren't upset that we walked in live streaming, so we weren't throwing out like Total Wine did us. I'll have to join the point system for sure. Yeah, banger song or not, we got marked. Guarantee it. Oh, Green River. What's this barrel proof one? Wild Turkey. Single barrel Russells. I was hoping to find some private barrels again of the Russells. We haven't seen one of those in a while. We got the bottle and bond of 1792. Some Jesse James, the Fighting Cock, some flavored stuff. 1783 Heroes Edition, 28.59. All the benchmarks you can think of. OGD 114. More Jim Beam. Penelope 4-grain. Architect. Barrel strength 4-grain. Toasted barrels. Yeah, that lady probably will say something. He's recording in here. Some of these guys are too much, man. There's a rum. More rum. Kelsey Creek. They got the new Baby Jane. I didn't see it, but maybe it's up front. We'll go check out up front. Hello. Pint section. Duke Founders Edition. Tokai. Rare Perfection 14. They got Widow Jane 15 and 13, but no Baby Jane. Daywalker section, yeah. Let's go see if we can get us a Eagle Rare Blanton's over at Specs. If they have any. If they have any. They normally get them at drop, as what Will said. But this one store, they don't normally get the truck till later, so we'll see. Blanton's will probably sell out, but maybe they'll have Eagle Rare. We'll see. No Baby Jane, though. At least I didn't see any. You know, some stores you think they would because they would want you to advertise, but not all of them. All right, let's see if we get punched in. William Hall's in chat. What is up? Let's get specs typed in. Start heading that way. Because we are running out of time, guys. Haven't seen an Eagle Rare in Arkansas in 5 months. You know, they sell out still same day, but Eagle Rare is starting to be a lot more common to see. As far as when they drop, they're not selling out immediately. Instead of selling out at 10 a.m., it's like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., so it's making it for a couple hours. A lot of people are starting to pass on them now. Craig's saying they're not even distributed in Arkansas. Yeah, we're 14 minutes away from the specs. We're going to the specs over by work. It's gonna be our best bet of finding a bottle that wasn't there unopened. Pretty much a straight shot all the way over to it as well. Gotta love the roundabouts. Yeah, Total Wine, they jumped their price up on Eagle Rare too. I think it's like 52 or 53 bucks out the door now. It might be 47 out the door, but either way, it's getting up there. Man, we got 2 absolute crazy bottles, plus we got 2 entries into a lottery that we're probably not going to win. I'm excited though. I mean, at least having 2 good bottles. I like those Smoke Wagon private barrels. I wish they were cheaper. On some places you can get them cheaper. That one was I think $79. What's better for giveaways, Blanton's or Booker's? Well, as far as giveaway on what people are probably more excited to win that are like new to whiskey, Blanton's. But if they're an actual like bourbon drinker and they don't mind the Jim Beam profile, I would say Booker's. As someone actually hosting the giveaway, Blanton's is a tough bottle to send as well because of the wax seal. Booker's, there's two different ways you can send them. I think Booker's is a little bit easier to send, but you're going to pay more for shipping, so it just kind of depends. For me personally, I would take Booker's over Blanton's. And I'm a big Blanton's fan just because they make excellent gifts, but for myself, probably Booker's. I mean, Booker's is essentially like the Stag of Jim Beam, where it's high proof, it's a batch release, you get 4 a year. Price is mediocre at best, but sometimes you can get them for under $100. I like Booker's. Consistency, low proof though. Blanton's is just an easy overall drinker, so kind of depends on what you're going for. I think the last Booker's I got was $92 out the door as well. We picked it up at Goody. The Bourbon bitch won that one on the live stream. We gave that one away. We had a sample thanks to, I believe it was Daniel that had sent us in. It was the Booker's Springfield batch, the 2024-01. Pretty good bottle. Good flavor profile on the sample, but I wanted to make sure we gave away some cool stuff for the stream. We get Bookers that sit on the shelf around here, but the price is around like $199.99 at specs, so $108.24 out the door, or $109.99 before taxes at Total Wine, so about $115 out the door. Another roundabout. Little book prices are getting dangerously close to too high. I think the last one I picked up was a chapter 7 for like around $130 after taxes, $135 after taxes. Now I think they're selling for around $150 before taxes. So yeah. Yeah, $100 for Bookers. That's $108.24 out the door. Since you're in Texas, so if you can get Bookers for that price, they should have them too, or get them in regularly. It's a decent price. Told the new little book is $140 in specs. I haven't seen it yet. I went to 2 different specs yesterday. Blood Oath Pack 10 was dropping everywhere, and Little Book after 8, and I didn't see either one. So maybe today we'll find something. 10 minutes out right now. Driving through the neighborhood, so kind of slow. 2-lane road and roundabouts. I think we're getting ready to open up the 2 lanes soon though. Eagle Rare is always available in your area. Local shop in Poland. Blanton's also. Wild Turkey 101 is often hard to find. Wild Turkey 101 sits on the shelf here. We get the big handles, the 1.75 liters of it too. Blanton's and Eagle Rare though, sitting on the shelf, that's pretty crazy. Will said they just pulled out Blanton's and Eagle Rare over in Bryant Irving. 1009. I don't know what they're gonna have. We're going to the one in I think this is the Bedford location by the airport, but maybe they'll have it. If they don't, not a big deal. Wanting to find one of the better batches, but I don't know which ones. 2023, 01, and 03 are pretty damn good batches. Kentucky Tea is an older batch. That's pretty good if you can find that one. I'm trying to remember the names of them.
2023-03, I want to say is the Mighty Fine batch. The 2023-01 was it's named after the guy who makes the boxes. I can't remember his name right now. I'm drawing a blank. Both of those are pretty good batches from last year, in my opinion. Knob Creek Single Barrel is my go-to high-proof Jim Beam product. Booker's for me, for Jim Beam for high-proof. I'm trying to think of any other Jim Beam product that's high-proof. Nope, I can't really think of any. Charlie's batch, there we go, 2005 Tonka. He's got it down, that's right. Charlie's batch, he's the box maker. It was named after him. Charlie's batch and the Mighty Fine batch from 2023 were both pretty good batches. That was batch 1 and 3 of 2023. A Country Ham batch. Some of these batches, man, they show up every once in a while. I got a, what was it, a 2021-04. I think that's the No Strangers batch from Goody like last year. But at the very end of the year, they just put them out. With Tyler was there. Tyler picked up one too. I didn't keep it. It went to somebody else for a gift, but pretty crazy that they even had a 2021. It's like, how long have they been holding on to that bottle? They got some really old batches of those barrel spirits too. I think Riley picked up like a batch 8 from barrel from them. Six minutes out from the store. Maybe we'll get some Blanton's or Eagle Rare, and maybe it won't keep cutting in and out on us. It likes to cut in and out on us when we go to this store. Some days we can do it, some days we can't. Some days it's blurry, some days it keeps telling me to click try again because it starts to buffer and won't let us stay online. This one we'll probably just walk in, see if they got allocations. If they got allocations, buy it. If they don't, we'll probably just grab a couple energy drinks and get out of there. Oh no, we don't have to do a trade, man. If you're looking for a box of Bookers and I can find one for you, I'll pick it up for you, man. Unless you've had Blanton's before. I think Blanton's makes an excellent gift. I would keep it. Especially because you're kind of farther out from the Metroplex area, you don't get the same distribution of allocations like we get out here. I mean, we got Tarrant County and Dallas County working in our favor being in the Metroplex area. Two very big, popular counties for liquor. A lot of allocation and distribution here. You got to drive, what is it, like an hour to the east or even more to get to some of the bigger stores. Whiskey ain't cheap though. Whiskey is not cheap. I wish it was. We got our Willet Weeded 8-year in last night. And we've got a couple more packages on the way. We've got a Dave Vogelsang package on the way too. Don't want to be disappointed with the low proof. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyone have an opinion on Still Austin? Oh boy, do I ever. I don't think you want to hear my opinion, but we'll give it anyways. My first opinion and first impression of them was absolutely terrible. I picked up a Still Austin cash straight single barrel. It was a Total Wine store pick. And I picked it up because we got one for Riley as well. Riley was the one who wanted it. It was so bad that we ended up drain pouring it. Well, he drain poured his. I gave mine to a buddy to serve to people as punishment pours because it was so bad. But he did get me to try a couple more offerings from Still Austin. So we tried the blue corn rye That one was I think it was a rye blue corn, the bottled and bond one. That was actually pretty good. And then I think I tried the high rye one, which is the one with like the horse head on it. That one was also pretty solid. So they do have a couple offerings that I didn't mind, but I pretty much stay clear of them because I had probably one of the worst experiences. Double rye? I don't think it was a double rye. Or if it was, I hadn't tried it yet. Eagle Rare being low proof though, it's still just an easy drinker. It's at a moderate price. Blanton's kind of expensive for what it is. OKI, I've had a couple store picks. One of them was like a chocolate peanut butter flavor that a store pick. It may have been a Sealbach pick that Tyler had picked up and let me try. I thought that was pretty good. It was a spec, right? We were actually up at one of the specs where he picked it up from and was telling me about it. Alright, coming up to specs. Let's see if they got anything today. Blends isn't worth the price tag, $60 max. Good luck finding them at $60 is the unfortunate part. I don't ever see them for $60. Mowed grass and burnt popcorn. That's what I got off of Still Austin. At least that cash strength one. Kind of reminds me of the flavor profile for Frey Ranch as well. They do have some good stuff though. So I mean, I wouldn't rule out an entire distillery off of a couple people's opinion or a couple flavors. Like I said, I had to try them again too, and I had a couple offerings that were pretty solid. All right, let's see if we can maintain any kind of connection in here. Gonna pick up some energy drinks for sure. $65 would be a nice find. I think they're like $84 out the door if I find one here. Hello. Just need something for work. Gotta stay caffeinated. Thank you. No truck and nothing new. Got some energy drinks though. Orange and green one. Yeah, you guys always are gonna be losing me when I go in that store. Whatever reason. Giant metal buildings and cell phone service, they don't mix. It's like a signal jammer in there. They don't want me live streaming. Ugh, give me a second to get set up, guys. Trying to get back over in the truck. Only Dram's Android version dropping this weekend. Hell yeah. You guys are going to be super crazy. Super crazy on Only Drams. I don't know how much stuff I want to put on there. Got a lot of bottles. We just ran into the specs that we normally go to. She said, is there a truck out back? Because I asked if they got anything in, because some of the other specs were getting Blantons and Eagle Rare, but there's no truck out here. So answer's no on this location, so maybe they'll get their stuff later. But figured we'd try. Mowing. He's in the middle of the road with his mower. No Eagle Rare, no Blantons. I felt so basic walking in there, like, you got any Eagle Rare, got any Blantons? What's the other one people always ask for? Oh, you got any Buffalo Trace? I actually passed on the tumbling dice, and we picked up 2 other bottles, John. So I'll have to show those off. One was the one bottle they had left at their store, and then the other bottle was a smoke wagon pick. We did pick up the smoke wagon pick. We got 10 entries into their raffle. They're drawn on July 4th, so maybe, just maybe, we'll get picked up. You got any Pappy 23? Yeah, imagine. If they said yes, they'd probably be like, yeah, it'll be $4,000. Man, it's so tough. It's going out, looking at all these freaking stores, trying to find good bottles, and then never being able to find anything you want. In store recently, and a guy came in and asked for Eagle Rare Blanton's and Buffalo Trace. The lady literally laughed at him. It's tough not to. I mean, some of these guys, they don't even try. They just walk in and ask, and then they walk out. I walked in and walked out too, but I bought energy drinks because I needed something for work. But I figured I'd at least check in with them and see if they got anything new. I was just there yesterday, and on the counter it was the same stuff, so I just figured it'd be a quick question to ask rather than me walking the whole store and keep having to click try again to reconnect to the screen, because that place hasn't been doing too good for us for service, and they don't have free Wi-Fi. Not like Total Wine. Tomorrow, though, should be a Total Wine day. I'll reach out to Jay. I'll probably go to Total Wine Arlington, and I'll try to see if we can get those Rebecca Creek double barrel Spanish oak. So if anyone's looking for one of those, I'll be picking up 2. I should have 1 available for you guys. Paid a little bit more for them than I wanted to. I'm not sure exactly on the total price yet because I haven't paid them for them yet, but I'll confirm that on Discord if anybody's looking for one. Talking about some good Texas whiskey. It's probably one of the best Texas whiskeys I've ever had. Sometimes you gotta grease them for the good shit. Sometimes you do, and then other times it's just how you approach them. I mean, you just walk in and you talk right, act right. Sometimes you can do all right. Other days, maybe not. Well, whenever you come to pick up the Eagle Rare, I got the highest proof they ever made. I got a 128.7 proof. I'll make sure we'll coordinate before we meet up, and I'll make sure I got some samples to bring to you as well. So you claim your bottle, and we'll hook you up with some samples. Got some pretty crazy stuff, so I don't mind sharing. You walking into Man of Blanton's, it usually works. You know, they had an incident where, like, one of the guys, I think his name's, well, I won't say his name out loud, but essentially he got sideways with like a store employee, and it got pretty heated, and I was like, man, like, imagine acting like that over a bottle of whiskey. Like, it's pretty terrible, honestly. I just couldn't imagine acting like that over a bottle of whiskey. The fact that you're going to yell and scream at a store employee and even threaten violence, ridiculous. Straight from the barrel is typically $200 to $250. I think I paid $216.50 for mine. Is this cop just going to sit at a green light? I'm getting ready to honk at the cop. He was sitting there so long, he had time for a car to get in front of him and cut him off. Normally, if you honk at a cop, they all get pissed off and they want to pull you over in retaliation instead of paying attention to what they're doing. Yeah, most times when we're in the face of conflict and it involves a liquor store, I just walk out. I mean, you guys heard about Total Wine more than you saw it. I mean, if you guys watched it, I just walked right out. I didn't stick around. I wasn't staying in there. I wasn't going to deal with all that. There's no reason to be combative. I mean, clearly she didn't want me in there, so I just left. Some of these guys, they want to sit there and argue and try to fight the store employees. I'm not someone to back down in the face of conflict, but we're also not going to sit here and try to start any fights. Even at work, I hate being a part of conflict and fights, but sometimes you don't have a choice. I could have ended the live stream just as fast as she could have done anything anyways, but there's no reason. Saving your last fight for when my daughter's getting older. I don't think we're done fighting, but that's just because of the nature of work. Sometimes I get involved in some shit that I probably shouldn't have. I'm sure something will escalate. Try to avoid those conflicts too. Schedule a hunt with like 8 of us going in the store shirtless. At least that one totaling where that Total Wine where the manager works. Nah, we're not trying to get some kind of charge. I ain't trying to catch a case. It would be nice to do the bourbon hunt, but 8 people is a little bit too much. Probably 3 or 4 people rolling in one vehicle would be better than taking multiple vehicles. Just my honest opinion. Probably try to hunt up north too, around Saginaw by my buddy. We got some decent stores up there. I like doing these little bourbon hunts in the morning before work. Man, I don't have a lot of energy. I'm tired. At least most of the time I'm tired. Probably gonna stay late tonight though, we'll see. Depends on what we can negotiate on with Jay. We're trying to meet up with him tomorrow if he's in town or if he's available or not. Co-worker's waiting at the bus stop. I don't know if we're gonna catch him. No parking there. First and second row, no parking. Always no parking. Come on guys. Give me one parking space. Got one right here. That'll work. Boom. Yep, till next time guys. I'll get a picture of the bottles up and post them for you guys. Cheers.